welcome. We are going to probably max out here in the next couple of minutes. Welcome if you're catching this on Facebook or YouTube or wherever on this powerful tool called social media. You may be watching this, maybe it's on a playback. We're here today, Powerhouse, Power Team social media training to provide you with the skills, the most common, the most current, the most cutting edge skills on how to leverage social media to grow your business with CFX. First, let me thank Miss Tanya Jennings for lining this up. Now, let's not waste any more time. Let's get it kicked off today as we only have our special guest for about 30 minutes. Folks, he really needs no introduction, but let me say this. Most of you are going to know who he is if you haven't seen him already in the list, okay? He is a second-generation network marketer. After seeing his parents earn 8 figures from the industry, well, he decided in 2010 to begin his career as a distributor, and in 5 years, he's built a business. He's built a business of over 300,000 customers using, guess what? Social media. He has spoken in over 30 countries. He has helped hundreds of thousands of networkers like you and me around the world start, promote, and grow a multi-six-figure business online. He wrote a best-selling book called I Dare You. Some of you, I already see the names punched in the chat there. He runs Europe's #1 community for network marketers, the Ninja Networker. Please show a warm Power Team welcome to none other than Mr. Frazer Brookes. Mr. Frazer, are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Loving the outfit, man. I'm loving the outfit. Like you mentioned my book, I Dare You. Like that. That color is pretty much bang on. Pretty much bang on, man. So that color is right on it. So I'm grateful to be here. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you so much for having me on. It's Friday night here over in Dubai. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. So Friday is a great day to celebrate. It's a great day to celebrate all the wins going on in your life. So I'm here. I'm going to be going fast and furious. I speak at a super fast pace, but I'm also from a place of the world called Liverpool. And in Liverpool, we speak really fast. So I hope that you can keep up. I'm so grateful to see that it says live record. Sorry, it says live on Facebook. I'm recording, so you can go back and do and kind of go through this. So yes, I can see You'll Never Walk Alone's coming in the comment section. Lovely, lovely stuff. Always a red Liverpool fan and not an Everton fan. But yes, Beatles and all that sort of stuff. Right, okay. So my network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So I always say that, and people kind of go like, "What? Like, how does that work? How did you join network marketing before you were even born?" Well, let me explain. So my mum and dad, they were so broke they couldn't afford to pay attention. And they had this 5-bed, they sold this business for about that much profit. Maybe some of you guys can relate to selling businesses and basically not having anything at the end of it. And with the money they had left over, my dad saw this really affordable house in Southport in the northwest of the UK. The reason why it was affordable is because if you went inside it and leant against one of the walls, the house would fall down. And the problem was he couldn't afford to pay the mortgage and he couldn't afford to do any work to it. So he decided with my mum that they were going to live in the first bedroom and they were going to rent out the rooms to bedroom 2, 3, 4, 5, the living room, the dining room, the room in the basement and the second room in the basement. There were 14 strangers living in this house. And one day my dad woke up, my mum was pregnant with me. My dad walked down the stairs and on the kitchen table was a newspaper. And in the newspaper, it was open up. And in the newspaper, he spotted an Aston Martin sports car. If anyone knows the Aston Martin sports car, just let me know in the chat. Just drop a 1 or give me a wave, whatever, right? I can see you guys. Yeah, nice work. Christopher Church, it looks like you look like you're in a cracking part of the world there, mate. I love it. I don't just love green screens. They're so flipping cool. Unless that's legit. Unless that's real. No, green screen. Yeah, okay. Let's pretend. Okay. And also Albert is like got the Northern Lights going on in the background. That's flipping fantastic. That is. All right. So, goes downstairs, sees this picture of an Aston Martin, and above it, 3 words. It said MLM, MLM, MLM. Now, we know MLM as network marketing, right? But he looked at MLM and was like, I know what it means. Make love monthly. That's what he thought it was. He went, make love monthly, make love monthly, make love monthly. I drive an Aston Martin. You can too. Call me now. So he picks up the phone and the ring, 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 ring. These are back in the days where the phone, you did this, right? Like you kind of like dialed the phone. I never understood why 999 was like the emergency number. Like, could you imagine like 9 and wait and 9 and wait and 9 and wait? So anyway, he calls up the phone, ring, 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 ring. Hello, who's speaking, please? Oh, my name's Simon Brookes. I've seen your newspaper advertisement about driving an Aston Martin and making love monthly. I'd like more information, please. She's like, it's not make love monthly, and it's not make lots of money. It's multi-level marketing. He was like, what's that? Anyway, they got invited to a presentation in Blackpool. For those of you who know Blackpool in the UK, and I was in the room in the womb on the 27th of October, 1987, 33 days and 3 days ago. For those who are into angel numbers, that's 333. All right. So that was me. I kind of got, my mum and dad got involved in network marketing. I then traveled the world. They made $10 million in the 90s, which back then, although the 90s it feels like it. That's actually weird. That's the first time I've said that for a long time. The 90s didn't really feel like that long ago, but it sounds like ages ago. So I traveled around the world with mum and dad. And what happened is when I was 18 years old, I'd seen the fortune, the freedom, the fun, the funds, the money. That I'd seen everything that was great about the industry, about doing a little side business, about having a business that you work from home. And my dad calls me into his office. Side note, I love fruitcake. I don't know why. I just love fruitcake with a layer of marzipan and a layer of icing. So my 18th birthday, there's 18 candles. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fraser. Happy birthday to you. All the kids are at the party. They're spitting all over the cake, right? Because they're blowing out. It's just saliva going all over this cake. And I'm just about to cut the cake, and my dad goes, whoa, stop. Come into my office. He sits me in the prospects chair. Now, the prospects chair has a set of books on the back 2 legs, so it's leaning forward, right? You can't like slouch in the prospects chair. You're like leaning forward. He gets his flip chart, he turns it over, he draws a big circle, and he writes you. And he connects it to like 8 different legs, right? You just have to build 8 legs and da-da-da-da-da-da. Halfway through, I say, stop, Dad, stop. I am not joining this network marketing thing. And he said, why? You know it works. You know it's legit. You know it's real. You know it's like, why are you doing it? And I said, to be honest with you, I think the product's great. You're great. You're my dad. And it takes me a lot to admit that. The company seems great. The commission checks seem great. Everything seems great. But I have 3 fears. And if any of you guys have any of these fears, let me know in the comment. The first one was the fear of failure. I had this tremendous fear of failing. Like, because for me, it was like, this is probably my only chance of making an extra special life, an extraordinary life. And if I fail, well, like, what hope have I got? I'm just going to have like a normal life, right? The second fear was the fear of rejection. The idea of someone rejecting me or saying no just sent shivers all through my body. I hated it. But the big one was the fear of, oh my God. The fear of, oh my God, it makes me sick thinking about it. The fear of public speaking. Oh, God, if you told me 12 years ago, hey, Fraser, I want you to do a public talk in front of 5 people next year, I will have sleepless nights for an entire year. It was that bad. Anyway, my dad then followed up with me every single 3 months for 4 years. 16 follow-ups, that is. Now, just to put this into perspective for the women out there, imagine this. You're at the end of a bar, and a guy comes up to you after having a few shandies, right, for our international friends, a few beers, right, and comes up to you and goes, can I buy you a drink? And you say, no. 5 minutes later, same guy, can I buy you a drink? No. 5 minutes later, same guy. Can I buy you a drink? No, you're weird. Go away. 5 minutes later, can I buy you a drink? No, I've told you, and if you ask me again, I'm going to call the police. 5th time, can I buy you a drink? Imagine if the same guy did the exact same thing to you 16 times and you were like, no. That was my dad. He followed up with me 16 times and gave me the exact same presentation. People say the fortune's in the follow-up. It's not. That is a load of rubbish. The fortune is in the follow-ups. No one made a fortune following up once, right? No one made a fortune following up once. You make the fortune following up day after day after day after day after day after day after day, month after month after month after month. So I decided to join the industry on the 8th of April 2010. I decided I was going to do it all on social media. I went on to build a massive organization, and now I get paid to speak all over the world about social media. And now I want to give you some of the tips that I've learned over the years. So I joined. My dad told me, he said, Frazer, all you've got to do is 3 things. That's all you've got to do. 3 things. You've got to be coachable, committed, and consistent. You've got to be coachable, committed, and consistent. He said, can you be coachable? I said, yes. He said, can you be committed? I said, yes. He said, can you be consistent? I said, no. And I struggled with consistency in the beginning, but I learned to get better. The trick to consistency is the vision that you have for your future self has to align with the belief and the clarity and the plan that you have to get there. If you believe that this company that you're in, this opportunity that you're in, if you believe in the plan that you're doing is going to get you to your goals, then you'll get there and you'll be consistent. You'll wake up every single day on fire. You'll wake up on a Monday morning and be like, yes, markets are open. Unless you're trading some of the other different markets that are open all the time, right? Is that Monday morning like, yes, yes, yes. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to work. And you're like, yes, they're open. They're open. They're open. I can't wait when I win some trades today, right? Whatever. So here's what I learned. I went upstairs. I got a piece of paper and a pen, and I started to write down my list. My dad told me I want you to write a list, and I was like, ugh. I wrote this list of people. I had 137 names and numbers, and my first emotion was, these people are going to make me rich. Oh, I'm going to make so much money from all these people. I've got my 80-year-old nan on there. I've got me boss from work on there. I've got my best mates on there. Oh, these guys are going to make me an absolute fortune. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be absolutely incredible, this. The second emotion was, what's my nan going to say? Like, when I approach her and she's like, yeah, go get a real job. What's my best mate going to say when I speak to my best mate? He calls it a pyramid thing and then goes and tells my other best mates that, hey, Frazer's going to introduce you to something. I think it's a pyramid thing. Let's all go along with it. Like, oh, no, this is bad. I started overthinking, and I learned that day. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think, the more you think. It's a vicious cycle, right? The more you think, the less you do. That's why overthinkers don't get stuff done. So I'm thinking, right, okay. Went downstairs, showed my list to my dad. My dad went, all right, go upstairs. I want you to speak to 5 people about the opportunity. I said, what do I say? He said, you don't need to know that. Talk to them how you would normally talk to them. Otherwise, you're going to say, hello, friend. I noticed we are like-minded individuals. I've got a great opportunity. I don't speak to my mates like that. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, hey, mate, how you doing? You want to watch the footy tonight? Come round to mine and watch it. That's all I'd do. That's all I'd say. So, went upstairs, started calling my mates. One after one after one. I did 5 calls, 5 no's. Don't know about you guys, but if you've ever got 5 no's in a row, it hurts. Now before, so I got out of my chair. It was actually my bed. My bedroom was also known as my office back then. Got out of my bed, walked out of the bedroom, took 2 steps down the staircase and stopped and went, I don't want to depress my dad. I want to impress him. I don't want to make him depressed. I want to make him impressed. So I turned around, went back into the bedroom, also known as my office, sat on the bed and called number 6, number 7, number 8. No, 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 no. 27 no's in a row. Fantastic. Now, before I joined network marketing, I was a qualified loser and now I've become a certified loser. I was absolutely fuming that my dad had made me pay to join this thing to feel about this big. So there's steam coming out my ears. There's steam coming out my ears. I've got the devil's horn. I'm bright red and I'm going to quit so hard that it's going to knock my dad into next week. So I don't start walking down the stairs. I'm literally jumping and stamping on the stairs. I'm like, bang, 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 bang. The whole house is shaking. The wooden staircase is shaking. The whole house is shaking with rage. I turn to the bottom. I get to the bottom of the staircase. I turn to the right. I see my dad's office 5 steps away from me. I get to the office door. I put the hand on the door, and I'm shaking with anger. I'm like, he's not going to be my dad at the end of this. Like, I am so upset. I am so fuming. Just about to open the door to quit, turn left 90 degrees where you guys are, and I see a glass door. And the kitchen was on the other side, and my mum was dancing like that scene off *Ms. Doubtfire. For those of you who've seen the movie *Ms. Doubtfire*, so my mum's dancing with the Hoover like she is on *Ms. Doubtfire*, right? And I'm thinking, what's she dancing to? I'm feeling like I'm about to like jump off the edge of a cliff, and like my mum's dancing away. So I'm thinking, right, I'm going in. And as soon as I opened the door, my life changed. And I know people say it's cliche and all that, but it did. And that's because there was a song playing on the radio. Those are the days where we listen to the radio on like a little boombox, right? I'm going to sing the song for you. Now, yes, I'm from the same part of the world as Paul McCartney, John Lennon, and all that, but my voice is not like theirs, right? I'm no John Lennon. I'm not going to start breaking out into Imagine All the People, right? So, goes like this. Don't judge. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit, no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high, no limit. And there's sirens going off in my head, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, whoa. Diana Ross is singing in the background. I'm like, go on, girl, sing it. Like, ain't no mountain high enough. And I'm thinking like, whoa. So in my head, I'm thinking sirens, 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 sirens. I just got no. If I can keep getting no after no after no, then my business has no limit. And if my business has no limit, my income has no limit. If my income has no limit, my freedom has no limit. And if my freedom has no limit, my legacy has no limit. Now, I know that you're in this for the commission, but I'm telling you this, they don't make statues of people based on the amount of money you make. They only build statues of people who make a significance in the world. Go to London, go to Trafalgar Square in London. I always forget the guy's name, I should know it. But he's on this big column, right? He's on this big column, and the birds are sitting on his shoulder pooping, right? And people are laughing. See that bird just poop on his shoulder? Nelson, right? He's the one up there looking down and going, you might be laughing, but I'm the one laughing. I've got a statue made of me. I died years and years and years ago, but people are still talking about me because legacy beats currency. But you get addicted to the currency when you're starting out. But when your mission becomes louder than the commission, that's when everything changes. That's when you go from a 5-figure income earner, 6-figure income earner, from a 7-figure income earner to an 8 or 9-figure income earner. Apple is not about commission; it's about the mission. Amazon is not about the commission; it's about the mission. Tesla is not about the commission; it's about the mission. All these amazing companies, they're all about the mission to make things great. And that's what I want you to think about. And that's how you succeed on social media, being mission-based and talking about what you love to talk about. So I went upstairs and I realized something. This isn't a family or friends business. This is a stranger's business. Network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family. But most people try and turn their friends and family into strangers. Come on, join, please. Go on, go on, go on, go on. You'd be doing me a massive favor. Go on, go on. Like, no, like, leave me alone. So you got to turn strangers into friends, friends into family. So how do we get more strangers into friends? So I'm going to make it real simple for you. I have a process that I call FAM, F-A-M, which is short for family, right? F-A-M, which is short for family. The F stands for find. The A stands for add. The M stands for message. You find someone, you add them, you message them. Now, this is not find, add, poke. This is not find, add, wave. This is not find, add, send a Tom Hanks GIF wave, right? This is not find, add, wait for them to accept your friend request. This is not find, add, pray to Mr. and Mrs. Universe that they're going to come and they're going to see your friend request, check out your Facebook lives or your Instagram profiles and buy the package that you're selling. No, this is you find someone, you add someone, you message someone. Imagine we go into a pub in the UK. For those of you who aren't in the UK, when you come to the UK, go to a pub. They're great. They are great, right? So you go, I miss them being in Dubai. Like I love a good pub. right? But you go into a pub and there's someone drinking alone at the end of the bar. So you walk into the bar and you see the person drinking alone, you go up to them and you just wait next to them and just stare into their eyes, waiting for them to make the next move. And they look at you and they say, "Are you all right, mate?" "Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. It's funny you asked that. Yeah, so I'm just before like we have a conversation, I want to introduce you to a game-changing opportunity that I'm a part of that was founded in involving Dr. Stevenson and Mr. involving Gratings of the Unicorn Horn. And no, you don't. The intention is for the connection. You find someone, you add someone, you message them. Hey, Ricky, saw a post you made in the travel group. Whereabouts in the Philippines did you travel to? Hey, Stuart, love that post you made about Liverpool winning at the weekend. Hopefully we will. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Hey, Charlotte, I see that you're living in the UK. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Hey, Luigi, saw that you love Italian restaurants. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. Now, here's the thing. You guys are probably thinking, oh, this is weird. It's a bit weird messaging strangers. Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, reaching out to strangers, and it's just a bit weird. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't want to be that weird guy. It's just weird. I don't want to be a weirdo. Like, it's so weird messaging strangers. Here's the question. Go and contact the owner of your company and ask them if they think it's weird, the amount of commissions they send you. I'm telling you this, they think it's weird because it's weird receiving them. Like, whoa, $10,000 for staying at home and building a business on the internet. You've got to be kidding me. Choose your weird. Choose your weird with the commission checks you receive, or choose the weird by you feeling like a weirdo. Like, it's completely up to you. So the first thing is find that message. The second thing is you've got to ask the question. You've got to ask the question. And guys, are you following me so far? Give me a 2 in the comments or the chat if you are so far. Just want to make sure. I've come across Andy Manning here. Looks like he's in space. Space, man. There we go. Look at that. Love it. Dropping 2s like there's no tomorrow. Ian Barwell as well. Great cracking background, that Ian. That is a cracker. The sun's about to set. We'll see if it goes down by the time it finished. It probably won't, but that would be epic if it was. Anyway, I wish you guys could see what I can see. It's glorious. See you guys, all your smiling faces and all these 2s dropping in. All right. So if you don't ask, you don't get, right? I recently got married. I got married 2 months ago. I'm beyond blessed to be able to find a woman who would say yes to me, to be honest with you, especially back then. God, I don't even know why she said it. She must have had a few too many beers to say yes and just stuck with the decision, and it worked out for her, right? Or it worked out for me even more. So if I didn't ask her, will you marry me? I wouldn't have got married. Some of the most incredible things in your life will come from questions you ask, right? The better the question you ask, the better the answer you get. Thanks for all the congrats. I appreciate you guys. Big love to you. So here's the thing. You built a friendship. You found someone, you've had them, you message them. Some people reply, some people don't, right? A day later, a week later, a month later, you're going to ask this very, very simple question. Hey, Bob. Obviously, if their name's not Bob, don't call them Bob, right? Don't go to a Mary and say like, hey, Bob, that you're not going to get the answer that you want, right? So, hey, Bob, just curious. I'll say it a few times so those of you writing it down can make note of it. Hey, Bob, just curious. Would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing opportunity? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey, Mary. Now, again, if it's Mary, call her Mary. Don't call Bob. Oh, I see a Mary on here. Yes, Mary. Woohoo! Yeah, there we go. So, hey, Mary, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing way to leverage the markets? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey, Mary, or let's go with someone else. Hey, well, Andy's in space, so we'll go to Andy. Hey, Andy, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how I'm able to profit from the stock market, or the FX market, or the crypto market? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. By giving them an out, this is what happens in sales. There's a very interesting basic psychology. If the person you're speaking to feels that if the person you're speaking to feels that like you need them more than they need you, they won't buy. However, if the person you're speaking to feels that they need you more than they need them, like than you need them, then they'll join. So by taking it away, it's like kind of saying, hey, do you want this pencil? Like 3, 2, nah. When there's that fear of missing out, when there's that, why are they taking it away? Like, do they not need me to do it? It works completely, FOMO, right? It works a completely different way. So simply going to say, hey, Mary, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing opportunity I'm involved in? No worries. If not, just thought I would ask. Some will say yes. Some will say no. Someone will say get lost. Some will say yes, please. Someone will say no, but I know a friend. Who cares? You've got the gift and you need to give it to people. The reason why my dad followed up with me 16 times is because he knew he truly believed in what he was doing. And if you truly believe in what you do, you would make sure that your family are involved in it. So my dad followed up with me 16 times because he thought my son has to be involved in this thing. Has to. So you find Dad's message to grow some leads. You then ask if they're open to see if you can get them on a presentation, on a Zoom call, on a 3-way call, on whatever system it is you've got going, which is clearly flipping working, by the way. 100,000 members, you absolute nutters. Well done, guys. Congrats on that. 2 clap boom, right? So the third thing is you need to become a network marketing gladiator. So I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever seen the movie Gladiator, drop a 3 in the chat box. So it's 2001, right? It's 2000. Oh, come on, all the 3s. Come on, Maximus Aurelius, father of Edwin, right? Great movie. So 2001, I'm lying on my bed. It wasn't also known as The Office back then because I was 13. I was 13 years old. My dad runs in, and my dad, side note, has a philosophy that a principle that he calls the Peter Pan principle. The Peter Pan principle is never at your age, never grow up, right? So he comes rushing in and he says, Frazer, do you want to go watch the new Gladiator movie? I said, Dad, I can't, I'm 13, it's a rated 15. He said, don't worry about that. What's your birthday? I went 28th of March, 1988. He went, no, that's your real birthday. What would your birthday be if you were 15? I'd be like, 28th of March, 1986, 28th of March, 1986, 28th of March, 1986. He was like, great. If they ask you for your birthday, just tell them 28th of March, 1986. So a few hours go by, we get in the car, we drive to the cinema, it's packed, it's the opening week. And we get our ticket, 2 tickets please for Gladiator, right in the middle, bang. They say to you, I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting away with it. They've not asked me for her age. Getting away with it, oh. I felt so naughty. And then we gave the tickets into the guy who was like letting people into the cinema. And he asked me, he said, excuse me, son, how old are you? I said, 15. And he said, and what's your birthday? I went, 28th of March, 1986, 28th of March, 1986, 28th of March, 1986. He said, why did you say it 3 times? My dad said he always says it 3 times, and they let me in. Oh, I felt like I was breaking so many rules. So many rules. So, oh yeah, Mark Rodney's birthday's on the 28th of March as well. Go on, Rodders. So I get into the cinema, and halfway through, I kid you not, there's this man mountain. One of the gladiators is on the screen. He fills up the entire screen, and my dad, at the top of his voice, shouts, oh my God, that guy's a network marketer. And the whole cinema is like freaking out. The guys behind are like, shh. The guys in front are like, shut up. The guy with the torch is like, who is that? Who was it? Who was that? Who was that? And I'm like, Dad, shut up. Sit in your seat, because if they find out that I'm 13, I'm going to get kicked out and I don't want to go to prison. Genuinely believed I was breaking the world's greatest law, right? So I watched the rest of it. My dad's freaking out. He's shaking in his seat. He said, I can't believe this. Like the Gladiators are network marketer. So we're in the car driving home, and my dad said, Frazer, you want me to tell you why I was a network marketer? I said, Dad, network marketing is only like 70, 80 years old. I don't think it was around when Julius Caesar was running Rome. And he was like, no, he was. I'm like, Jesus. Man. He said, do you see what he had in his hand? I said, yeah. So he had a sword? He said, yeah, he had a sword, but he also had a shield. I'm like, guys, this is not a sword and a shield, by the way. This is a pen and a book. But just imagine this is a sword and a shield. He said, yeah. So the sword represents the invite. And if you don't invite, you won't win the fight, right? Find that message, see if they're open. Find that message, see if they're open. Find that message, see if they're open. I'm like, all right, cool. But when you fight with someone, what do? They fight back. So find that message, see if they're open. They fight back and give you an objection. So the shield represents how you handle objections, your objection handling. So I just want to spend a couple of minutes dealing with some of the objections you might get. So the number one objection you'll get is I don't have enough time. The second objection you'll get is I don't have enough money. If you're building the business, the third one will be, it sounds like one of those pyramid things, right? Not in that. They actually sound exactly like that as well. Sounds like one of those pyramid things, right? Stuart's nodding. They do, buddy. Right? That's for sure, right? So, not enough time, not enough money, pyramid thing. So let's handle them. If someone says, I don't have enough time or I don't have enough money, you simply say, how does that make you feel? That's it. Don't have the time. How does that make you feel? No one ever goes, oh, I love having no time. Like, no time. You know what? What I do is I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I go to bed at 2 a.m. No one ever says that. Don't have the money. How does that make you feel? Oh, no. Who needs money, man? Money's the root of all evil. If the money was the root of all evil, wouldn't the devil give you loads? Like, come on. Think about it. Think about it. Come on, guys. How does that make you feel? No one ever says great. No one ever says great. Everyone wants more time and everyone wants more money, no matter who you are. They just do. If you've got loads of it, you give more. So, how does that make you feel? Now, here's the thing I want you to write down if you're making notes. This is fundamental for you to understand. Leaders are seeders. Leaders are seeders. The biggest earners in the company you're with and the industry of network marketing as a whole and the industry of work from home are the people who plant the most seeds. But here's the thing you need to know. The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. You don't plant a seed today and you get the fruit off the tree tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Now you're in an accelerated opportunity, right? Where, you've gone from 0 to 100,000 members extremely quickly. Okay? So leaders are seeders, but the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. The moment that you connect with someone emotionally is the moment you planted the seed. And you've planted that seed emotionally because you've said to them, how does that make you feel? And they feel not great. And now when they've gone away and you've said, hey, no worries. You've taken it away from them. And they go away at the dinner table, they're speaking to the husband or the wife and they're thinking, do you think we need some extra time? Or do you think we need some more money? And they start talking about it. Now your content that you're creating on social media is going to act as a subtle follow-up, but you're still going to have to reach out. And here is where the magic happens. When someone gives you an objection, I want you to get extremely excited about it. When someone tells you I've got no time or I've got no money, I want you to get very, very excited about it. Here's why. Someone says I've got no time. Hey, how does that make you feel? Not so great, but crack on. Life goes on. You follow up with them in 2 or 3 months' time. This is what you say. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Been a while since we spoke. Yeah, really good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, good, Tom. Good, thanks. Bob, just a quick one. Is time still an issue for you? Mary, just a quick one. Is money still an issue for you? If they say no, you say, great, do you want to have another look at what we've got to offer? But guess what? They'll pretty much all say no. So they'll pretty much all say, yes, it is still an issue. So what do you say? Just curious. Just curious. Do you have a plan to get out of the time trap? Just curious. Do you have a plan to get out of the money trap? If you don't ask, you don't get. Now again, you're planting seeds, you're nurturing them. Every follow-up you do is going to get them closer to them saying yes. But the reason why the majority of people don't follow up is because they have the fear of rejection. And they've been rejected once. Why would you go back to the woman and ask her for a drink when she's already said no? Especially the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, you just wouldn't. But you have to. You have to. So, find out message. Understand you've got to be coachable, committed, consistent, and it's going to take moments of courage for you to win. Number 2, understand, find out message. Find out message, find out message, find out message. Number 3, ask a question to see if someone's open. Number 4, become a network marketing gladiator and handle objections. If someone says it's one of those pyramid things, agree with them. Agree with them. Sounds like one of those pyramid things. Oh, I think you're right. I think you might be right. What makes you say that? Well, let me tell you this. This is where they become. This is where the smart arse in them comes out. For those who don't know what a smart arse is, it's basically someone who thinks they know it all, right? So, let me tell you this, right? A pyramid thing is where the person at the top makes all the money. Oh, yeah, it sounds about right, that. Yeah, I know it's right because I know everything. Right? Oh. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go for it. Do you have a boss? Do you have a job? Yeah, everyone has a job. Okay. And in that job, do you have a boss? Yeah. And does your boss have a boss? Yeah. And does your boss's boss have a boss? Yeah. Okay, so does your boss make more money than you? Yeah. And does your boss's boss make more money than your boss? Yeah. And does your boss's boss's boss make more money than both your bosses? Yeah. So doesn't the person at the top make all the money? Yeah. So then doesn't that mean that your job is a pyramid thing? No, that's not what I said. No, that's not what I did. Oh my God. Next, move on. Have fun with it. If someone says it's a pyramid thing, have fun with it. Make yourself laugh instead of making yourself depressed. Impress yourself instead of depressing yourself. Have fun with it, right? The serious objections you're going to have fun with. Now, imagine you're in the Colosseum. You walk into the Colosseum many years ago, right? 2,000 years ago. And there's 20,000 people screaming and shouting and chanting and raving. 19,950 of them are complete strangers chanting, wanting you to bring blood. But 50 of them are your friends and family. You spot your 50 friends and family, and you can't take your eyes off them. And they're biting their nails. They're not chanting. They're biting their nails. They're crying. They're sobbing. They're worried, like, oh my God, no, don't fight. I've seen them. They're bigger than you. They're faster than you. They're stronger than you. Don't do it. Pretend to be dead. Pretend to be sick. Run. Come watch instead of play. Your friends and family won't support you until they see strangers celebrate you. That's how it is. They don't want what's best for you. They want what's safe and secure for you. So when you go into entrepreneurship, when you go into trading the stock market, when you go into FX, when you get into Bitcoin, when you get into all this stuff, they're thinking, oh, well, just get a job. It's safe and secure. Like, just go to... They don't want what's best for you. They want what's safe and secure for you. That's just fact. And the people who realize that are like, yeah, yeah, I get that. Because what's best for you is to build a business. What's best for you is to earn an extra income. What's best for you is to get your money, turn your money into dollars. Turn your dollars into employees, right? Get it working for you. So, you're chanting your name. In order to win your freedom, you've got to be a champion. But there was no such thing as a champion without a scratch or scar to show for it. It's going to take courage to be different. It's going to take courage for you to be exceptional. It's going to take courage for you to gain your freedom. No one ever got success without taking the courage. So I would need about 5 days with you to talk about like social media in depth. But the fundamentals are find that message, ask the question, handle objection. And you have to understand that you're going to need to follow up a lot more online than you are offline. A lot more. Why? It's easier to say no online. It's easier to ignore you. But turn strangers into friends, friends into family, and you will absolutely skyrocket the success that you have in your business. You just will. For those of you who want more in-depth stuff on social media, I do have books. They look like a set of highlighter pens, I know. But this one's I Dare You that will help you with social media recruiting. This one will help you with getting people started and duplication on social media. And for those of you who like to track your numbers and have like a 90-day game plan, this one will help you too. So if you go to FrazerBrookes.com, FrazerBrookes.com, I think I'll put it in the chat. I think I can put it in the chat. Frazer, I'll spell my name right because everyone seems to get it wrong. I don't blame them because it's not that easy to spell. FrazerBrookes.com/book. You can go there and you can check it out. Also, for those of you who like training, you like personal development, you want to up-level in network marketing and social media skills, on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of November, I'm running Success Summit Online. We have 5,000 network marketers from all over the world already committed to taking part in it. If you want more information about that, you can go to successsummit.info. So I'll type that in as well.
We just dropped the link on that for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Register
guys,
on the website.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to leave you with this. Network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of people who give it the time. The opportunity you're with, you'll generate the skills, you'll meet great people, you have the opportunity to make some income, you have the opportunity to create some leverage, but it only works if you do. You've got to get off your backside and get to work. If you truly believe in the opportunity, you truly believe in the product, you're doing yourself a disservice by not telling the world about it, right? You're doing yourself a disservice and other people a disservice. So go out there, learn the skills, take the activity, and you'll get the results. All right? I appreciate you. Big love. I see so many familiar names in the chat as well. It's so great to see that. But yeah, I appreciate you. Justin, thanks so much for having me on here. Tanya as well, thanks so much for arranging this. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. God bless you all. And I really look forward to seeing you and your success stories in the near future. All right.
Before you leave, what we're going to do is we're going to give everybody the ability to open up their mic and just give Frazer a real nice warm welcome and a thank you for his time spent today, guys.
Thank you, Frazer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Frazer. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Frazer.
Thank you all the way from Nigeria.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
From Namibia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. Thanks from Sweden. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Frazer, join my business.
From Dublin, enjoyed the presentation.
He's got enough.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, you guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for your time. we love it, and we'll see you guys in the next webinar. Take care.